Hey guys, Marauder here, and welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be showing you the PlayStation 5 being used exclusively offline, similar to my PlayStation 4 video where I kept it offline for an entire week. I'm doing the same thing with the PlayStation 5, although this time for one entire month. This is obviously brand new, purchased from the PlayStation.com store, and it is the disc version, because if I'm going to keep it offline, the digital only edition is pretty much completely useless to me. And also I have a backlog of PS4 games I'd like to play that really can only be played with the disc edition. In the box you get some paperwork, the brand new PlayStation DualSense controller, the power plug, the USB cord for charging said controller, an HDMI cable, the included console stand to hold the console either vertically or horizontally, and of course the PlayStation 5 console itself. And this particular bundle comes with a redemption code for Horizon Forbidden West, which is quite useless to me since I'm going to be operating this thing without internet for quite some time. It is also worth noting that this is the largest PlayStation Sony has ever made, so do make sure you have somewhere to put it, because I had to rearrange some things in order to fit it next to my television. The following is just going to be a quick overview of playing some games on the PlayStation 5. Again, this system has not been connected to the internet ever, and so far everything seems to be going fairly well. The first game I tried out was Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which is the only PlayStation 5 game I have right now on disc. I played through a good portion of the game and so far haven't had any issues. Nothing has ever forced me to go online or given me any problems whatsoever. Next up is a game that comes pre-installed on the PlayStation 5, Astro's Playroom. It's a game designed mainly, in my opinion, to show off all the features of the new DualSense controller, and it does that job very well. It's really cute and adorable, and it's quite a bit of fun to play. Again, this is another title that I have not had any problems with at all. Moving on, I also tried out a couple of my PlayStation 4 games. First up being Puyo Puyo Tetris, a game that I adore and play all the time. And it plays perfectly fine. The controller works flawlessly with it and acts just like a PlayStation 4 controller. I have nothing more to report here. Everything works exactly as if you were playing it on the original hardware. The last game I played was Ghost of Tsushima, and it played perfectly fine, again, just like on the PlayStation 4, with the added bonus of the PlayStation 5's fan being a whole lot more tolerable than the one on the PlayStation 4, which, while playing this game, would sound like a jet engine. The PlayStation 5's is much more manageable.
Tsushima was with me on the battlefield. Did you get him? Wait. Tsushima is my uncle.
So what are my final thoughts about using the PlayStation 5 offline? Well, as shown, it is clearly possible. As long as you have the majority of your library on disc, and you get the disc version of the PlayStation 5, I don't believe you'll have any problems whatsoever. Now, there are a couple of things to keep in mind, of course. First off, you don't have access to the PlayStation Store or any of the downloaded content you may have accrued while using any sort of PlayStation services. That's obviously a given. The second thing is, if there are any updates that fix critical issues with the system, you'll have to find another way around it in order to install the updates. For example, the PlayStation 4 recently had an update that fixed an issue with the CMOS clock battery, which made it so the system could not start games after the CMOS battery died. That was something that they sent out an update, fixed the problem right away. If you're going to keep the system offline, you're going to have to keep up on that somehow and find updates, either installed on a USB stick to put on the system or some other way. So, as far as using the PlayStation 5 offline, I haven't run into any issues whatsoever. All of the games have played great, and everything has just worked. So if you guys are wanting one to play strictly offline, it is more than possible. Alright, and with all that being said, this has been Marauder, and thanks for watching. That man's playing a Vita. Didn't think I'd see it, but I did.